getting the last of this set up, and I'll be starting here in a second. Hey, Turbo Man. I'm just trying to get all my ducks in a row here. I think I'm missing something. All right. I think that's all the places that need to be notified. Upstreams and all the other things are going on, so. All right, so I was just showing off my new skin here. Can't really see very well on bingo because I'm invisible from the invisibility potion in the God Splash. So if you want to see that, go take a look at the video. I'll just actually put the link out real quick. I have it somewhere. Stick that in chat. Here's the skin. If you want to go take a look. All right, so when we left off, we were basically done with most everything. I had emptied minions, and gotten almost all the things I needed, except for eggs. And then this morning when I emptied eggs, I actually had so many eggs that I could actually make 3 enchanted eggs. But I did not craft any pets because I knew you guys probably wanted to see that. So I'll go ahead and empty this minion again. And then we'll get to some of the pets that we had gathered materials for that not crafted yet. And that will give us one of our last goals here. All right, so let's get to that. That stuff away. Bones in there. We'll get more bones in a second. The first thing I want to do is make a skeleton pet. We've had the skeleton minions running for a while, so they've actually made enough to get the recipe and get the supplies needed for it, so that one's easy to do. I thought about doing a Jerry pet. I can do that too, but if I have a skeleton pet, why not make a skeleton pet? So there's a nice rare skeleton pet. The other thing I had enough to do was to make a silverfish pet and a rabbit pet, if I can find the rabbit. So those are the last 2 I need for my pet goal. So I'm going to make a silverfish pet, got a common, of course, and make a rabbit pet. So those 3 pets should get me one of my bingo goals. There we go. That was this one down here, Pet Hoarder. And that filled in a good chunk of my bingo card in terms of the rows and columns. So mostly it's diamonds, junglewood, bones, and grinding my pet to level 90. So one of the things we can do for that real quick, make sure I still have my bingo pet set. It's selected. I spent some time yesterday getting enchanting 20 so that I would be able to get some extra XP off of the enchanting table experiments. So let's do those real quick. Turbo had said that skeleton's not that bad. Originally it was 250,000, and that was bad. But they nerfed it down to 100,000, which is, yeah, not that bad. Yeah, Pokemon. What's the party for the bingo party now? No, the bingo goal for skeleton bones originally was 250,000, and then they nerfed it down to 100,000. Alright, so we can do the high experiment now. Since we got to 20. Well, that's nice. Got some extra clicks right at the start. I'm prioritizing XP in this. Mostly because I want my pet XP gain. Ah, missed out on the 40. That's alright. So, I'll get a good amount, 200,000 just from doing the experiments, and then 89,000. So that's going to bump my pet quite a bit. I went from 90 to 93 on the experience for the pet. I guess I went to 92 earlier somehow. Not quite sure how that was. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is what happens at the very start of when I got my enchanting XP just then. That first one bumped me to enchanting 21 and pet level 92, and then the second set got the 93. So I was close to 93 already. So that moved me along quite a bit on my bingo goals here. Another couple of rounds of that, and I could, get the pet done. I should check my bones. I think I'm probably at like 60,000 bones right now from the minions. I haven't been running a full set of high-end minions. They're only like tier 7 at the most, tier 6, I could probably bump these up. I could go grind more minion slots, and that would do quite a bit for me too. I just haven't gotten around to doing those things yet. I've got plenty of bones. I can make, a number of new minions, but I don't have a minion slot, so I'd have to go grind trees. I'd have to go grind some of the pet, animals that I didn't. I have enough to make minions, but I haven't actually made the minions. And I can't really drop my minions, my bone minions, to be able to do one of the other minions. So it's gonna have to just wait a little bit, or be manually ground. Alright, so got almost another stack out of minions just then. That's going to put me up around, 65,000. So I don't really want to manually grind that. I'm going to let the bone collector minion happen from the minions. My jungle wood I might go manually grind because it's only 8,000 more, and that should go fairly quickly. And then diamonds I might go into, since I have access to the crystal hollows now, I might go into the hollows and mine the diamonds in Divins mines or just in various places. And then, of course, I need to get my pet up to level 100. So these things will help a little bit with that. I'll have to do a lot more grinding to get anywhere else, though. So when I left off last night, I was in the top 100 for Poseidon. I've dropped down quite a bit there. I was top 100 for Scavenger. And I was at one point top 100 for Clown Collab. But as you can see, I've not really been doing any. I haven't done any pelts at all either. So these community goals are what I'm going to be spending most of the rest of the time on. While these minions and stuff work. I kind of want to get, the card finished just so I can have it, but it may not be worth spending the time doing these grinds. Or maybe it is, I don't know. Go check and see what the splash parties look like right now. Like Elcat's mostly been splashing recently, so... So I don't know what I'm gonna do with these bones. I could just go sell them for coins, I suppose. I could use them to make something else later on. Another minions if I get more minions. I don't know if I want to run the chicken minion anymore. I don't really need any more pets. That said, I've got a bunch of eggs in here, so I may try to make another silverfish pet at some point because I really don't like the one I got. Who wants a common silverfish pet? That's not good. Of course, it's nothing to do with bingo. It would be a complete waste of time. So unless I was going to transfer it back, which I'm not really going to use. So I'm going to pick up this chicken minion. We're going to go and put some of this stuff away. I need to keep one of these eggs later. Got some spare eggs too, so that's good. But what I need to do right now is make another chicken minion. Or, sorry, another skeleton minion. And then I should put the chicken stuff. Now I've got another free slot. I can put another minion out. I've got some bones. Of course, I just compressed all my bones, so I don't have enough to do a whole set for this, or a whole, tier 7 or whatever it is. I was gonna buy some, I suppose. All right, so this minion going, we'll get it placed, and then I need to get fuel for the rest of the minions. Yeah, we'll upgrade in like 30 minutes with all the minions running, so actually don't need to do much for him. All right, those guys can do their work now. And then as far as charcoal goes, I had some extra. That's enchanted coal, though. That's not what I want. Maybe I put it here. Yeah, I just had a little bit of extra. I need some coal. I need some oak. Called jungle wood. So I should go to the hub. Just go buy some more oak wood. That's the easiest way to get it. And we need more coal. I can get tons of coal, but I'm just going to be lazy and buy it. And I've got 9 minions total. I don't know why, but something's happened to my Streamlabs, and the audio for the music channel just doesn't start anymore automatically. So I could probably pull this jungle minion out and just go grind this manually. That would maybe give me some more bone time, but I'm not too concerned about that right now. Please. So I never put torches down on my island, so they just keep showing up. is much better. Whenever you can join a server and there's actual jungle logs around, you know, you're probably in a good place. How long it lasts, though, that's the question. So in terms of the amount of wood that we have to actually do here, if you think about the amount that we did for oaks, you get the medium storage, that was only 5,000. So it's not nothing, but it's not, you know, it's still some grind that I'd have to do. I just don't know if it's worth it compared to trying to finish the diamonds while I've got a minion running. And I've got time anyways. I have to wait for the bones to be done. And I'm pretty sure there's no way I'm going to be doing the bone grind manually, so 45,000 bones is a fair amount. Now I could go after spiders and kind of just do coin grind and XP grind and spider grind and get the bones from the occasional skeletons that ride the jockeys, spiders. But that's not going to be a lot of bones either. That's probably not worth it. There just isn't really a good source of bones other than you know, the gravel skeletons in. And you know, if you go back and you look at, like, maybe you can do catacombs or whatever. No, because they just don't drop enough bones. They drop the enchanted bones every once in a while. It's a rare drop, but they don't drop regular bones at all. So even though you can see a bunch of skeletons all through there, it's not really a good source of bones. Just kind of not helpful. It says he's got a bingo P3 wheat hoe. I don't know why he did that. So in terms of like talismans and all the other goals that were kind of collection goals, we're done with all those except for the last few. Can't really rush them other than actually manually grinding the bones. Now I saw someone mention that yesterday, so that was like a day in, or 40 hours in is what they said. In 40 hours, some people had finished their bingo cards, which meant they went and actually did all of the bones, or most of the bones, manually. So to kind of put that in perspective, there was 4 of them that did that, right? And they had to basically grind everything else, and on top of that, grind the bones. And they did it all in 40 hours. So that's a little bit nuts. You know, I think they would have had to play straight through on some of them. It was 2 days in, right? So there was like 4 hours of sleep in there, maybe for these guys, whoever was playing. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. 4 hours sleep per day is like, you know, 48 hours, but they finish in 40. So, you know, touch grass. Don't kill yourself playing Minecraft. It's gonna be like using your body to sit around for 40 hours almost straight, you know, grinding something. That's too much. That's gonna physically damage you. Like those guys in the shops that you know, let you rent computers by the hour or whatever, that play for days and days on end. Don't do that. It's not good for you. So, done like 2 inventories of wood. Usually that's enough to make about 8 enchanted wood per, right? We can kind of see how much we're getting. But we can also just check the bingo card because it tells us. So, yeah, we only got 5,000 more wood to go. That's not that much. We did 3,000 just now. 2,000? No. Another 2 inventories in a bit, and we can probably retire that jungle wood minion. And honestly, this jungle wood collection is going really fast, and I think that's partly because my bingo pet has leveled up so much. So the bingo gives you extra collection as it levels up. since it's almost level 100 pet now, it's giving us quite a bit more collection as we're going through and doing so. So maybe it makes it not too bad for the bones grind, but I still don't know how you get the pet XP grind to 100 in just 40 hours. I don't know, it's 40 hours straight playing though, so I guess they probably went and mined for XP for the last bit. That's the fastest way to get it, really. So if you get a Piconimbus, you know, you can mine Mithril pretty fast, get a good amount of XP. In fact, I actually have a Piconimbus, and maybe I might go mine to get my pet XP at the end here. Let's just kind of see where this ends up in a few minutes. Got about 30 minutes of potions left. That means I've been doing this for about 10 minutes maybe. I don't think I'll finish under. I could stop right now and I could finish under 100 hours if I put all my time into getting the pet XP leveled up. But I think I'm just going to get a higher than 20-hour card because I don't want to just finish it, so I can start working on the community goals, which I need to get placed in all the community goals to keep my position on the leaderboard. So it's kind of my priority versus time. I don't care so much about time. You know, one of the best quality of life bingo improvements they could do is to add the little shop menu where you can sell to the NPC that you get with Cookie. If you could sell in here stuff that's in your inventory, that would make life so much easier. Like, it doesn't really give you any kind of secret advantage. You can always hop to the hub, you know, in moments with that, you know, not really taking a long time to get back to wherever you're going because it gave us warps everywhere, right? So we can warp to all over the place. Why wouldn't they give us the NPC sales? That's the thing that is kind of irksome. You can see we're starting to pick up some more people competing with us here. So either we find a new server or we give up on the manual grind for now. Go back to doing like diamonds or something in the Divins mine. We're coming up on the daily reset for Heart of the Mountain XP2. I don't have an advantage from that, but might go do some of those commissions anyway. Usually there's some kind of Heart of the Mountain intensive goal that you need to do. I do a nucleus run too. I haven't decided yet. That can be a bit of a pain just because finding robot parts is hard sometimes. And then another thing I need to do is get into the dungeons again and get a better Dreadlord sword. The one I have is from the entrance. I prefer to have one from a higher floor. I do want to get a F3 completion at some point too. Try to get some Ultimate Wise books. There's a lot of things I want to get going. I just haven't put a lot of time into yet because I've been doing mostly just the grind. I was double checking my stream and making sure that all this stuff is running, and I'm not quite sure that YouTube is catching up. Kind of strange. Twitch is caught up. Alright, let's check in on our progress here. Should be getting fairly close. Yeah, so 2,500, less than 2,500, 2,300 more. That shouldn't take too long at all, as long as we have low competition in this server. Really tired of the blue orchids. They're everywhere and they break. You end up with them in your inventory, and I don't think. And you can hear me okay, too? Alright, good. I think the next thing I'm going to grind is the diamonds. That shouldn't take too long. And then bones will maybe put out more minions. I might go grind some of the next minion slot. I only have 9, so 10 would be nice. Not going to accelerate it significantly though, so. Alright, 20 minutes of potions left, so that's 10 minutes since we last checked in. We had done about 2,500, or actually probably about 3,000 jungle wood in just 10 minutes, so that's pretty good. That's, I think, the bingo pet again, affecting that quite a bit. I think we should be getting close to the bingo goal. I'm trying to imagine having done this like early in the bingo event. Everyone was doing jungle, and then also trying to do it with like a low-level bingo pet. Seems like you wouldn't really have made a lot of progress on this, trying to do it manually. Hey, there it is. There's the goal. Twitch is the same as YouTube. Just Dredlig. So, we can get rid of this guy now. I just completely wasted a bunch of enchanted charcoal. I don't know if I can upgrade. Yeah, I need a whole stack to upgrade. So I'm just going to pick him up, though. We don't care about him anymore. So we need to put another round of skeleton minions up. So let's dump this stuff off. Oh, look at that. I actually have enough to upgrade that minion. That'll be one more step toward the minion slot, at least. Okay, I'd probably have like 13, 14 to go. I have 14. 14's not great, but it's not horrible either. Alright. Look at this other minion going real quick. Just gonna do the same thing we've been doing. Just kind of stick them to the bottom of one of these guys. So if I put him right here, not sure I can put. Actually, yeah, he's fine. He can reach. I was wondering if he was going to be able to reach the spot he needed to reach to. So that won't work because it's going to let the other guys spawn minions on him. So I need to put his chest somewhere else. I think that means I need to move him somewhere else as well. Right there in the middle, and then I can put a chest a couple blocks up. That was close. Trying to do is get up here, and what I want to do is block off the other minion spawn or possible spawn points for the other minions, so they don't leave a bunch of skeletons up there. And then we'll put his chest on the bottom of that little stack. Now everyone should be happy again. Over the ones that can't reach their skeletons. So let's get some bones from these guys and then get our other minions upgraded. Then I can go buy another set of bones too. I don't think I've bought bones today yet. So. Let's take our new Tier 1 minion up a few levels. I don't think we... Yeah, he was Tier 2, so we need some more. So we should have plenty of coins in the bank. I've been making a fair amount of coins just grinding mobs with my Scavenger 5 and stuff, so it's not bad. $78 more. What do I have in my storage? Yep. More than 78, so. The two Tier 4 minions, I'll need to upgrade those guys. Oh, this guy's only Tier 3. And then they both need charcoal. So. Or sorry, advantage charcoal. I think I already put enchant charcoal in the other one. So we'll let those guys run for a while. And go deal with the diamonds and see what progress we've made by the time we're done with that. figure out where we go from there. For diamonds, we're going to go back to the Crystal Hollows. And you'll get a mine path from mines. So the question was from Hans was, does buying bones increase the bingo? And the answer is, it does not increase your collection, but it does make it easier to get your minions upgraded. Not sure what he wants. He's either going to want a rabbit's foot, or he's going to want a or he's going to want a door, maybe. I can't remember what the exact thing is. So for the mines, I'm going to use this wise glaciite armor. And I'm just going to use my lapis chestplate, and then I'll use the wise helmet, and that will give me a little bit more magic intelligence. Actually, I'm not going to even use this lapis. I'm going to use that set. So this gives me a little more defense. That's why I want to use it, and just a little bit less intelligence. So, okay, so now we can go to the Crystal Hollows. Kind of interesting view. And what we're going to do here is go dig for diamonds in the Divins mine. Hopefully we can find one real quick. Sometimes you get lucky and it's just like right there at the start. Need to kill the Team Treasurite guys. Oh look, he mines. And look, it's got a gold floor. Well, that's really interesting. Usually the gold's the first thing to go. I'm looking at this though, and I'm wondering if there's any diamonds left in here. I feel like there should have been diamonds all around, and someone's already come through here and cleared it out, I think. It is not helpful for me. But they don't know about those blocks up there. Those blocks aren't significant, but if I can get to them, I might as well. So this bridge has diamonds basically on the sides here like this. You can just cut through and go across. Got to check what my diamond level was though. See where we're at. So for bones we're at 67,000. For diamonds we're almost at 15,000. We got 10,000 diamonds we need to mine. I've got a couple of tricks to do that. There's some places I know, but really if I could do it in the actual Divins mines, it would be a lot faster. Just because there's usually a ton of diamonds in here. And obviously people are focusing on the diamonds for bingo and leaving the gold floors, which is the opposite of what normally happens. Usually you walk in here and there's a bunch of gold and no diamonds, so that'll be interesting to see. So, I mean, we filled our inventory with diamonds off of those blocks just in the walkway, right? So you can kind of imagine how many diamonds there are. You have piles and piles of blocks around. And part of this, again, is the bingo pet boosting it, but there is a lot of diamonds in here. Now, the real question is going to be, do they know where the other diamond seams are, and did they care about them enough, or did they just do the floor? The other diamonds are not in the easiest of places to reach, but there's some pretty big seams. Like this is probably the bingo guy that cleared it out. Yeah, see, he got all these up here. And got the roof, all of it. So we'll find another one. I suspect a lot of people are grinding the diamonds in the mines. It's probably harder than it normally is to actually find these things. One of the things I should have done yesterday, I just wasn't really thinking it through when I was a little bit early for the mines. I think I've got some wishing cups. I don't really need them for anything else, so I might as well use them for this. So Han said in the YouTube chat that it took him 2 to 3 hours grinding the regular diamond cart diamonds. The heck? It took me straight into Orleana area. Apparently the lines of diamonds are underneath it. Where? What direction it's pointing me kind of reminds me of the mines that spawned in the Sapphire area, so I'm going to use the tunnels to head over that direction. Hey, look, this one has diamonds in it. Lucky, lucky me. So I've got a ton of junk that I've got to get rid of. I was into with so much stuff in my inventory that I just don't want. I'm doing lines of diamonds and stuff. So let's put a diamond in our compactor here, and that will make life go easier for us. Alright, so diamond blocks are just kind of scattered around. We'll just need to dig around for them. Honestly, I shouldn't even be messing around with the diamonds down here. I should go get the ones up in the ceilings. There's a couple of really big seams up there. We were at 4,500 when we joined, probably, or when we were doing the bridge ones. You look real quick and get an idea of where we're at now. So I'm at 17,800 right now. We've got a couple thousand just in the diamonds that we've dug in here, so. Probably can get it done with just this one setup. Now, one of the things that should keep in mind is that overall the hollows have more materials dropped from their blocks anyway. So we're not just getting like diamonds from these normal diamond blocks or whatever. We're getting like the extra boosts we normally get in the crystal hollows over what we get in the dwarf caves. One of the reasons why gold is so good in the floor here, once they fix the gold dropping, not dropping the extra stuff, suddenly became very viable. And the other thing is when they fixed mineral armor working on it, you could clear the floor out a lot faster. Gold mining in the floor here became a huge pastime for a lot of people. A lot of people who are trying to get their gold collection up for gold dragons and stuff like that. So, usually you don't see them even with this amount of gold in the floor like this. Alright, that's probably enough for down here. I'm not even going to bother with the ones that are in the bridge. What I want to go do are the ones up here. Well, someone's already on those. And then the other ones in the ceiling. So they've already gone over there. It might have already gone to the ceiling here too. Let's take a look. Okay, so now the ones in here are still good. There's these themes that are fairly easy, and there's these themes that are a little more challenging, like up there. We'll grab the easy ones down here for now. I don't know how many. I've got 28 right now. I've got 52, so 28 to 52 is how many I'm harvesting. I don't know if that's averaged out, or what, but 24 per block, basically. No! Oh, it's an Iron Man guy, too. He doesn't even deserve to be in the bingo thing. Oh no! A long way down. Alright. Look and see where we're at right now. So, 1,000 diamonds to go. Or 1,049, but still. Made a lot of progress there. We are out of our potions, so it's actually a good time for us to head back to the hub. get an elixir splash from now and start looking for an actual bingo splash. Actually, this is going to have some blocks in it too. I don't know how many they give though. Might be worth checking. Below the emerald levels where we need to. And someone has gone through and cleared this whole one out. So this is probably not a good place to do find the diamond anyway. I'm not going to spend too much time looking for mines and diamonds. It's only need 1,000 diamonds. I think I might be better off going for some of the known diamond spots and just hopping servers a bunch. Probably use my compass here. So there's the diamonds here. Hey Lau, how you doing? I saw you had rejoined memberships the other day. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Lau, if you need any particular mining coordinate stuff you want me to try to dig around and come up with, just let me know and I will see what I can come up with. Kind of run out of places to do gym mining paths, but you know, I've got some other paths like the various veins underneath the amethyst that I haven't put into a video yet. And then I've also got a couple ideas for some things. I've got coordinates for a bunch of gem veins underneath sapphire, underneath the precursor area, but I haven't really put those into like a video yet because they take a while. They take a while to get through because of the hard stone, right? But they'd be kind of nice if you could actually grind them pretty quickly. This has already been had all the diamonds removed in it. This is really strange looking without the diamond veins. You can see right there, there was a path here that just cut straight across the diamond veins. A little unfortunate. The rest of these have been harvested too, so. So I'll just go see how many I can get from running around at the bottom, where I know there's a couple of diamond veins. Yeah, amethyst is like the only thing that I haven't really covered yet, and it's because it's very few people actually want amethyst. I had all these diamond paths memorized down here, and I can't remember them anymore. I know there's some behind this. So one of the questions was, how many diamonds am I getting off of these? So I've got 53. I break one of those, and I've got 64 plus 1. So these are only worth, 11 or so, right? Whereas those diamond blocks were worth quite a bit more than that. But they also, you have to fight with everyone about them. I can just hop servers and grab these few diamond blocks that are in these little areas pretty quickly. Might be faster. I started mapping out diamond veins in here. What I need to do, and I think what I'll probably put in one of the members videos, is go through and just like clear out this entire section and map like this is where the coal veins are, this is where the diamond veins are, you know, so that people can come in here and just quickly, if they need one particular type of resource, you can find them really quickly and get them. One of the reasons why I want to get an upgraded Dreadlord sword. If you look here, I'm just barely taking these Team Treasurite guys out, and they're one of the community goals, so I'll have to grind them quite a bit in a little while. If it got leaked, it's not intentional. There was one I had that's not in the bow area. That one was I shared intentionally. The one at the bow height was the one that I didn't I hadn't shared out. Now, the problem with the one at the bow height is it's really hard to keep the veins respawning, so it's not always as good as the other one anyway. So I need to find a better path for those. The other thing with at least with the sapphires, I didn't really feel like putting a lot of time into that, finding new stuff, because the armadillo mining was so efficient for it that you didn't really want to do bow necessarily. You didn't necessarily want to do you know, anything other than go to the one or two rooms that had the veins you could mine and do those. So yeah, I've gone back and forth on whether or not I want to do another sapphire path somewhere. Hey, there it is. All right, so we got a bunch of diamonds, and I don't know if I ever... I did, okay. I upgraded my diamond minion for at least a tier 5. I wasn't sure if I had gotten him into the level where he had enchanted diamond yet, but now we've got a tier 7 diamond minion, and we've got 12 more slots to do. So let's take a look at the bingo cards. Now we're down to just bones and pet level. My pet's only level 93, so I can go do some mythical mining and level my pet a bit. That might make sense to take my 500,000 coins and go put a mining XP boost on the bingo pet. And then I've got this bone collector one, you know, it's going to be like the last bingo goal I need to get. That's pretty far stretched, 33,000 bones. I can get more mining slots out, and you know that might help a little bit, but I would have to have a lot, you know, to have a significant impact. So the new spots is mostly just the amethyst one. I have a loop that works pretty well, and you know, amethyst goes up and down. So sometimes when it's up, it's useful. When it's not, you know, high, it's not. It's profitable to run. But you can, you know, basically go around this loop. I've tried like doing the video for it a couple times, and I kept running into things that spawned and blocked the room. So like the jungle would spawn one time, and like another time it'd be one of the tall sludge rooms, and so I just kind of gave up on it and never got back to it. And then I did my jade path recently, which is kind of useful for mining jade during coal when everyone wants to fight over the mines of Divin, but not so useful other times. So all right, so I have I actually have a pickaxe here. Get rid of some of this stuff. Got a pick on Nimbus. I can actually do some of this mining for the pet XP fairly quickly. What I was maybe trying to do let's go get find jade, but the Piconimus I think doesn't have enough power to break the jade blocks. So I need to go. I'd have to go grind a bunch of. Actually, let me go test that real quick. I can't remember if that is strong enough. I can break jade. So you could use this Piconimus to break the jade, but I'm not going to have the pristine for it, right? Because, you know, so it's going to take a while to get fine. I do kind of want fine jade, though. Just because I need to get these slots unlocked in the armor to get more mining fortune. But it doesn't, I don't need to do any of those things, I should say. So another option is grinding chest powder to get more mining fortune. That might be another thing to do, but I just realized it gave me a goal here of mining 10 rubies, and I think that's something I should probably do because there's a fair amount more mining XP for the goals in the Crystal Hollows. Let's see here. I think I'm going to go down and see if there's any. Well, this is strange. This is like, I don't know how many floors I've looked at now. We're day 3 here, and this floor is untouched, so I guess something must have happened to the gold price I haven't been paying attention to. I don't want to get into this little space over here and see what's there. Aspect of the end, I would say, why not? If you can, why not? It's probably better to grind, you know, community goals if you have an aspect of the end. So it's really going to depend on if you have time to get the powder. I bought blaze powder on the first day, so I actually could make a, or I'll have a better chance of making a aspect of the end because I've already got some of the powder that I need. Buy them from the alchemist, and that's usually been my worst problem is I forget to buy the actual blaze powder at the start, and then a couple days in I'm like, oh, I want to make an aspect at the end. Like I don't have enough time anymore. I'll summons blazes, but I don't know if there's enough there to make it worthwhile. A lot of automatons in this room. Probably shouldn't be mining in here. Of course, I don't have a splash anymore, so that's not a risk if I lose it. It's actually going a lot faster than I thought it would. What I need to do is find some of those high-end legendary methyl powder pet chests. I haven't found any of those yet. My bingo card is like 18 of 20. Oop. Mashing buttons is going to get me killed here, so I'm find a safer spot to do this. Is not a safer spot in the slightest. Slightly terrifying. But since I'm here, I might as well see if I can get some robot parts. The Dreadlord does at least, I want to say 3,000, 4,000 on automatons. I mean, it would have to be that to be able to get as much damage as I was doing just then. Got a bunch of gems that I haven't compressed yet. I thought about trying to make an amulet of power, but not really a need for it. Alright, so 75% on the Ruby Gemstone collection. I'm gonna go check some of the other areas, rubies, rather than try to fight the I don't really want to fight the automatons if I can avoid it. And I don't want to use my Pico for digging through hardstone. Should have been a vein right here. Oh, maybe it's this one. Yeah, okay. So the first commission in the Crystal Hollows is Ruby, and since I just joined, I haven't done any daily commissions yet at all, so and I was partway through Ruby anyway, just from having open chests, so I want to get this one knocked out. I don't know if that will work for breaking Ruby, will it? Yeah, it doesn't work. You gotta have a Pico going in your hand to actually break the rubies. Yeah, I don't want to burn up my Pico Nimbus on hardstone, so that's why I'm trying to not use it on hardstone if I can avoid it. Apparently hub 16, place to be, and I'm already here. Thank you very much, Nullshard. Appreciate your heads up. Did I miss the splash notification? Nope, I was just here early. Wait, hub 17? That says hub 17. Okay. I just missed Splash because they changed the server on us. Dual Gem, I'm not sure what your question is. Is Bing worth it or not worth it? Bing like the search service? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Sorry, I was like, yeah, I'm like paying attention to like 3 different conversations and 3 different apps. And so yeah, bingo, is bingo worth it? Should have made that connection. No, it's totally not worth anything. Like nothing you can get except for the spring boots maybe might be actually useful. But it's kind of a good break from the monotony of doing a bunch of grinding on high level accounts. And you know, it's for me, I got stuck in the position of being like on number 2 on the leaderboard. So I kind of have to defend my position now and wait for the guy in number 1 to slack off one day. I mean, one time, that's all I'm waiting for him to let me have number 1 on the spots. So yeah, that's the main reason I do so much bingo. But you know, it takes a fair amount of time, and you have to do things like you know, grind the community goals and stay in the top 100, and that's a bit of a commitment. So if you're going to play casually, you can just get some bingo points. You can throw a couple minions out and get a lot of the benefit of bingo without having to do a lot of the actual work. So if you just want to accumulate bingo points at a time, yeah, just throw an account together real quick. You know, run some minions, collect your bingo points. Just over time, you'll eventually get stuff. So I think the stream's been working pretty good. We had some issues earlier where it was delayed on the YouTube side, but it looks like things are working quite nicely right now. The one guy watching on Twitch is benefiting while the YouTubers are suffering. I made a new skin. Did a reveal video. The skin I've been running around with forever was basically something I had made when I first started playing Hypixel, and I made it blue so I could hide in water fountains in Murder Mystery. So that was kind of the motivation for that original skin. And I've just been lazy and haven't gotten around to updating it at all. So I found the Minecraft editing, like the minecraftskins.com/skin-editor. That's what I was using to modify mine. It's really handy because it lets you deal with like the outer layer and the body, and there's a lot of tools for helping you do gradients. It could be better. There's some things I would improve if I could do it, but you know, it didn't take me that long to create a new skin here, and I'll probably be using this one for a while, like I use the other one. I don't think I'll change it anytime soon. All right, I was doing something. I was in the mines. Why was I in the mines? Oh, I was getting ruby. Let me go do that and do it in some place that's not going to cost me my brand new pots there. Here's the ruby room. That's handy. I was just going to go dig in the walls for ruby, but here's a bunch. One of the things I probably should do is spend the powder I've been collecting. I need to get quite a bit of, you know, Heart of the Mountain XP if I want to tier 4 and efficient miner. Probably not worth doing, but spending the stuff I've got on, you know, mining fortune, mining powder, that's not so bad. I'm at the point where it takes a couple thousand powder to do one level though, so. So for commission grinding, what I would probably want to do is take all of my powder and put it on just mining speed. All right, so there's my mission that I was going after. This is the very first Crystal Hollows commission, and it's also my first of the day. They don't give you extra, like you don't get more of the daily bonus. The 900 is the same for both, but I do get 400 instead of 100, so that's kind of nice. So we'll get that. Now it wants me to get amethyst gemstones and kill a boss Corleon, so I don't think I'm going to be doing this anytime soon. But you can see I also get more mining XP from doing this too, so it's kind of useful. And then the other one I had was over in the mines. I have a titanium commission in upper mines. That might be fairly easy to get too, especially with the Pico Nimbus and a little bit of the titanium and sanium, which I was able to get the other day. So get a quick look around and see if anyone's left some titanium hanging out. We'll check it. Yeah, upper mines titanium. I don't know if this guy's actually gonna. I don't even know if this guy's actually there. Not quite bot-like activity. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. That guy's got full play sight on bingo. A little jealous. I've got a Pico then. He's probably jealous of. So there's a couple of things XP wise. I can do a mining XP 40% booster on my bingo pet, and then all this mining XP I'm getting right now would be increased on top of that. So that'd be a fairly fast way to level my bingo pet. Another thing is, as I go through and get the bingo commissions, you know, if I get another 20, not even 20, like probably 15 commissions at this point, I would be able to get a fair amount of mining XP, like 20,000. So that would be another good chunk of change on my bingo pet. And it might be enough to let me just burn through this Pico and get a the pet to 100, and then I would only have Bone Collector left. So that's a path I might take here. So Jewel Jim's question over in YouTube chat is Iron Man a good way to take a break from main profile gaming? Yes, in theory, but what I seem to see happen a lot of times is that people on the Iron Man stay on their Iron Man and they stop playing on their main. So they start getting really into getting that leveled up, and once you've made a fair amount of progress in it, it's kind of hard to stop. I haven't really started a full-on Iron Man profile right now because I don't really have enough profile slots. Like YouTubers get an extra slot. I've got, you know, a bunch tied up with other guild members and stuff. So, and I still have my original solo profile, which I'm kind of nurturing along. So I have one spare slot, and that spare slot I've been using to do. I was a stranded profile at one point, but I gave up on that when some of the other people got banned. Node was one of the profile members there, and he got hacked, lost all his stuff on his main account, and they then went and did a bunch of like bunny hopping or something and got him completely banned. So he stopped playing, and he couldn't leave that stranded profile either, so it wasn't worth keeping. But anyways, I've been using that to do some of these like startup videos I was doing, the quick start guides, and I think I need to redo some of those just to cut out a bunch of the grind. I did like too much in there. Even with like 4x speed, it's slow and takes the whole video is like 20 minutes long. It's not great. So What I need to do is go back, reset that, start over again, and do a quick start where I cut out all the grindy parts. They do this and then do that, and it takes X minutes, you know, rather than like making people wait through like 1/4 of those minutes with 4x speed. Yeah, I don't know if it would be like considered speedrunning. What I'm trying to do is more like here's what you should do when you're starting for long-term goals, not necessarily like quick short-term things to get you XYZ goal. All right, so that's another one of the commissions. Rampart Square Titanium. I need 9 more for 200,000 XP. So before I collect that 200,000 XP, I want to switch my bingo pet over to using the the best spot in here. I need to switch my bingo pet over to using the mining XP booster. I haven't bought it yet, so I'll have to go buy it too, but I've got the coins in the bank for it. So Alt Duel had said Twitch is better over there, I think, when I was talking about the one person watching on Twitch. But now Hans has followed on Twitch too, so thank you for that. We've got like 2,800 subs on YouTube and like not even 200 on Twitch. Mostly because I've been streaming on YouTube for a long time and I never really did Twitch. I'm trying to dual streaming. It works okay most of the time. One of the problems I had was that anytime that the stream degraded, YouTube would die. And when I realized it was one of the settings in OBS, it was like automatically in the stream when video interruptions happen or something along those lines. So I turned that off, and now YouTube's able to recover even while I'm dual streaming to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So I've gone back to dual streaming. It degrades the quality somewhat. I don't know if that's just my settings or if there's something else going on, but it works for the most part, and that's good enough for me. So I've been kind of enjoying having them both set up. I think they said that next time we get bingo, so next month's bingo is going to have legendary ranks in it, so I'll be able to upgrade. Hopefully I'll have enough points to upgrade. And hopefully it'll have some more perks on the bingo pots. So one of the things I was pondering doing, I've actually been pondering doing this for a while, is just doing an entire bingo with the elixir pots and not getting any bingo splashes at all. The only real drawback from that is going to be not having as much magic find. So the speed's nice, the extra XP is nice. It would take a little longer to finish, but it seems like it should be very doable with just the elixir potions. So I might try that at some point, especially if they upgrade, to a new rank. The potions should be a little bit better. It may be not worthwhile, but maybe helpful to try it and see how it goes, so I don't have to worry so much if I miss a splash. So bingo die is completely soulbound, not even co-op soulbound, right? So you spend 500 bingo points on it, I think, and you get one die that you can't do anything with. You put it on gear or something. And I guess maybe you could sell the gear, but I suspect it probably makes the gear soulbound. I don't really want to deal with you know, losing all those bingo points. Like 600 million coins worth of bingo points, right? So a little hesitant to just throw that away, die. All right. Oh, there's a raffle. Talk to me, Gary. Come on. So one of the best spots I've found over here, you can go run around the top. And that's generally okay. A lot of people just completely ignore the fact that the ice walkers are in far reserve as far as the raffle's concerned. A lot of times I'll just run around over here playing with the ice walkers and collecting the tickets that pop up. And then turning them back in, you know, before the event ends. There's not a lot, you know, they kind of spawn in here, there, and everywhere, but enough to usually get a decent chance in the raffle. And you get a chance at Glaciite too, so if you don't need stuff, it's a decent way of doing it. What I need out of the raffle is the XP from the bingo pet. So I tend to have a little bit more attention paid to the tickets. What I probably should do is go up to the top area that I mentioned before and see if anyone's... Because if people have been ignoring that, you can get a lot of tickets up there. There's no tickets in here, obviously, right? So... So they run around in those little areas, but if you come up here, a lot of times you can just go up this path. And sometimes there'll be just like piles and piles of tickets here. You can see there's a fair amount, so we'll just keep going around. Now the trick here is you got to get back. You know, you have a fair amount of time to get back, so you can't just run around forever up here. But, you know, gotten a good chunk. Don't know if it was more than we would have gotten if we stayed over by the ice walkers, but there's a number of tickets up here. In about 20 seconds, so we have to be back. So let's gather up the last of these things here. All right, making our way back over there. 15 seconds left. So I got 17% in there. That's not too bad. I had 30% of the tickets yesterday, and I did not get the raffle win. So no luck this time. I still got, you know, 16,000 mining XP. You get like 45,000 or something like that if you win the raffle. So it's worth trying. Even if you throw a few tickets in, it's just completely RNG. I finished my commission, but I didn't talk to the guy yet. Oh, and a raffle was one of my commissions too, so that's nice. So we'll get Gold Goblin Slayer is going to be horrible at this point. Rampart Quarry Mithril is not so bad. I said earlier I need 9 more missions. I think that was now 6 more, so do some of these real quick. Pico Nimbus makes life better. I don't know why anyone uses it other than Picos until they've got like their main drills or a gauntlet or something. Just look how fast this is. The thing I don't like about Bingo is that it makes the SBE counter incorrect because it doesn't know exactly what levels are or what XP is needed for the levels. The bingo pets level as if they were common pets at every rarity, right? So this bingo pet's leveling faster than SBE thinks it should. So it looks at the XP